Very good morning to all of you. I welcome all the MA third semester students in the research methodology class. I am Dr. Meenakshi Lohani, Assistant Professor Geography at Kumari Mayawati Government Girls PG College, Badalpur, Gautam Buddha Nagar. आज का हमारा विषय है अनुसंधान के आंकड़ों का संकलन, collection of research data. The content is exclusively meant for academic purpose, for enhancing teaching and learning. Any other use of economic, commercial purpose is strictly prohibited. The user of the content shall not distribute, disseminate or share it with anyone else, and its use is restricted to advancement of individual knowledge. The information provided in this e-content is authentic and best as per my knowledge. The objective of the study is to create awareness and spread knowledge about the research methodology to teach data collection techniques to students. What is data in research? Research data, unlike other types of information, is collected, observed or created for purpose of analysis to produce original research results. Research data can be qualitative or quantitative and comes in print, digital and physical formats. Sometimes research involves using existing data, or you may be collecting or creating new data yourself. In all cases, your research data needs to be cared for so that the result of your research can be validated and built upon it. The sources of data in geographical studies are, the sources are basically divided into three parts. The first is field investigation, the second is library research, and third is the experiments. From compiling these three sources, we get the overall data in the geographical studies. Further, we can classify the field investigation into two, the qualitative and the quantitative data. Through field investigation, we are classifying two parts, qualitative and quantitative. From the library research or the document part, we can further classify into the regional level and the micro levels, in which we have the census data, the aerial photographs, the mapping and everything. The third comes is the experimental part, or in Hindi we call it Saidhantik Karya, in which we take the mathematical models and the other models, and different experimental modeling things will come under this. In RSGIS, we can have the modeling, 3D modeling and other modeling in this experimental part. So the basic geographical studies data sources are field investigation, research work, library research and the experiments. So this slide deals with the source of data collection by the census method. The data collection is done to gather the data, and the data is divided into two classifications. The first one is the primary data and the second is the secondary data. The primary data is that data which the surveyor collects himself directly from the respondents. It can be through various means. Here we have mentioned the four important ones. First is the observation, the interview, questionnaire and schedule. Observation is done by the researcher himself. He observes the situation, the things around, and he or she noted down in the diary. That is the observation part. Second is the interview. In interview, there is a set of questions, and the person conducting the survey or the research project, the Anusandhan Karta or the researcher, goes to a person, the target group, and interviews him on the set pattern of the questionnaire. The third part is the questionnaire, where we have a list of questions systematically arranged, and we distribute the questionnaire either directly or indirectly through someone, and we get the answers back. Fourth one is the schedule. In schedule, it is again a list of questions, but the respondent has the freedom. He may or may not fill the schedule. The schedule can be filled by the other person also. In all these cases, the researcher or his representative is going to the ground level or the place of the study and collecting the data. On the other hand, in the secondary data, The secondary data sources, they are further divided into two, the published and the unpublished. In that one, the published sources are the government manuals, United Nations, WHO reports, and other manuals and reports come under the published source, and in the unpublished comes the office records and the other records which are not published in any book form. So these two make the secondary data. Actually, secondary data is made, it's general data made, and we pick and choose the data from that according to our need, according to our study, requirement of our study. Data collection. Data collection is defined as the procedure of collecting, measuring, and analyzing accurate insight for research using standard validated techniques. A researcher can evaluate their hypothesis on the basis of collected data. In most cases, data collection is the primary and the most important step for research. Irrespective of the field of research, the approach of data collection is different for different field of studies, depending on the required information. The most critical objective of data collection is ensuring that information-rich and reliable data is collected for statistical analysis so that data-driven decisions can be made for research. As we have seen the methods of collecting the data and the importance of data to be collected for a good research work, so in the modern context, what we see that with the technological development, we have developed some new modern methods of collecting the data. The new modern methods of collecting the data nowadays, and especially in this pandemic situation which have emerged, are the mail surveys. Mail surveys are, the pros and cons of mail surveys are, pros are, it can reach anyone and everyone. There are no barriers for the mail surveys to reach to the respondents. The cons are, they are expensive, data collection errors are there, time lag is there. So these are the cons for this mail survey. Phone surveys. The surveys done through the phone calls. The pros are high degree of confidence in the data collected. It reaches, you can reach almost anyone and everywhere because phone lines are there. And the cons are, it is too expensive, cannot self-administer, need to hire an agency for the phone survey because you cannot call each and everyone, you don't have the number. So you have to hire an agency for conducting these phone surveys. And the third is the web or the online surveys. The surveys conducted through the online mode. Nowadays, Google Forms are really popular. In Microsoft, we do have forms there also. And in Edmodo, we have forms. All these forms, the online forms, can work as a survey form for us. So the pros and cons for these online survey forms or the web forms are, pros are they are cheap, they can self-administer, very low probability of data errors. We can make a Google form ourselves and can circulate it in the crowd and get the feedback or the results. And then the cons are, not all our customers might have an email address, be on the internet, they may not be having a proper connectivity, the customers may be wary of divulging information online, so maybe they will not share the information to you through the internet, the online mode. So there are some hindrances for these online surveys also. But in my opinion, in this pandemic situation of COVID, this internet has helped us a lot in reaching to our students in the teaching, as you all have attended so many online classes through Team, through Google Meet, Zoom. There are various platform apps which are working, and they are really a boon to us because they have they are the only bridging gap between the students and the teachers. So I believe these surveys conducted through these modes of online or web surveys are really helpful. Again, it depends on the topic, what we are, where we are doing the research, which is the field, who are the respondents, because there are drawbacks. People are not having proper internet connectivity, they do not have devices which are friendly, and they are not literate enough to handle those devices and fill these surveys. Errors may happen. So we are still in the transition phase, and definitely we'll master this talent, and it is because it is really cheap to conduct an online survey rather than printing a questionnaire and going on the ground collecting the data. It is really cheap to conduct this web and online surveys and get the data in no time. So from this topic we have taken out a few questions, the assignment part. What is data? Define data. Explain the types of data. And what is published source of data? These three questions are important according to me. These are the list of references which I have consulted for making the material for this topic. Thank you.